You know, Mr. Mockler, about that German computer Nazi who is programming brain cells, you know, the dirty hypocrite, the dirty Nazi. He does not love, he does not like the German law, you know. Yes. He creating evidence. He's programming evidence, you know. He does not like the German law. He wants to use computer technology and slaves to change the law again. Yes. So it's an ugly, dirty computer Nazi of the German Christian politics, you know. He does not like the law. He wants to change the law, you know. Like, that computer Nazi, he is climbing inside human brain cells, and he is hitting through. Yes, he is finding human brain cells and activity inside the human brain. Yes, and he isolates them. He knows precisely what he is doing, the dirty Nazi, you know? Yes, he is programming the brain cells after he found out what is the structure. He isolates the structure, and then he has computer access to the nerves, yes, to the brain cells, you know. And after he isolates the different brain cells, he knows precisely. He uses flexible programs, software programs, yes, like the dreaming cells. He knows where the dreaming cells are, and he isolates them, and then he has flexible access to the dreaming cells. So when you're going to sleep, and then he can use that software program and send virtual reality movies as well as raping music, raping videos inside your dreaming cells. Yes, there are two different kinds of movies which he can place inside the dreaming cells. One type is just a movie, you see the movie like it is. The other type is create a virtual reality, and they force you to react. You are alive in that movie which they place inside the dreaming cells. Virtual reality movies, you know. And that wicked coward Nazi who used that inside my head, that technology, you know, he also waterboarded me. Yes, he's waterboarding inside the dreaming cells in the middle of the night, you know. And when the torturing video started inside the dreaming cells, you find yourself diving in a swimming pool, and you're diving to the bottom of that pool, and you see a fish, a virgin fish, you know, and you watch that fish because you are fascinating, and you look, and then you recognize it's time to get up, to get some fresh air, and then you start diving up to get the fresh air, but you never reach You know precisely, you are diving in a swimming pool, let's say 4 meter deep or 5 meter deep. And you know it takes a few seconds to get up, to get some fresh air, you know, but you never reach the fresh air. You never reach the oxygen level, you know, and then you wake up, and you are hyperventilate, yes, like that. This is a kind of waterboarding those German military coward Nazis are using. And who are developing software programs like that? The MK Ultra team, or the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, or the Maxwell Air Force Base, creating software torturing programs and pass them over to the German desk, that the German Nazis also can waterboard and love people, German citizen as well. And when I say he doesn't love the German law, you know, that dirty Nazi who did waterboard me, he is also having access to the visible cells. All the human beings are seeing, yes. And that dirty Nazi, he sent electricity inside the seeing cells and lead the electricity through the seeing nerve and reach the pupil, shooting on your pupil by sending electricity over your seeing nerve. You know? The connection between your seeing cells and your pupil is what he did. That was 1996 when he did that. 1 year later, the dirty Nazi, he winning images out of a private living room when I was visiting a musician family in Rotterdam. You know what he was doing? He was taping that private living room I was sitting in, and he win images, pictures, out of that living room, out of my seeing cells. And then that Nazi crew, they programmed out of that date material a movie. And then they stimulate that movie inside my seeing cells, inside my visible cells. They rape the entire viewing. You know, it's a blind chip. You know? And when they started sending that movie, that was a red balloon which moved my body. I saw a red balloon which actually were lying on the ground, on the left corner in that room I was sitting in. You know, lying on the ground. And when they start sending that movie, that red balloon move across the window and reach the balcony door which stand open. And I stand up, went to the balcony door, tried to catch that balloon from stopping that balloon, move out of from the living room to the street. You know, that family were man, woman and a baby, and that balloon belongs to the baby. And I want to catch that balloon, which I saw inside my seeing cells. You know, this is what I did in 1997 in Rotterdam when I was there. You know, winning images out of the visible cells is what they're doing. And they don't feel ashamed. Huh? They just run that machine like that. Huh? And you can't do anything against that. And when you go to the police and accuse unknown people doing things like that, they don't investigate. They close those cases, and that Nazis keep on winning images out of your visible cells and storing them, huh? And producing new movies to terrorize inside the visible cells, to terrorize inside the dreaming cells. You know? And when I say he doesn't like the German law, you want to change the German law? Huh? Yes, by observing me, to spy inside my brain cells, and to change the German law? Huh? That coward Nazi crew. Huh? Also the interim minister of North Rhine-Westphalia is involved in that story. Because he has computer access to a second pipe. You know, can you imagine that? And one of those computer Nazi, huh, having access to the zoom function of the pupil, you know, they already reach the seeing cells, the pupils. But that Nazi, about 3 years ago, you know, when Mr. Pistorius started his journey, you know, he paralyzed the focus of the pupil. Yes, he is able to move the focus of a pupil. In that case, he used the right side. And he zoomed everything closer. And then he paralyzed the zoom muscles. And since that day, I'm blinded on my right eye. I can't read anymore. I don't see any kind of letter. I only see light and dark. And when it's light, like the sun is shining, or a light inside your living room, you are blinded. He focuses it, he zooms it as close as possible, and you run day and night blinded on one eye through your daily living. You know? And when he programmed that zoom muscle paralyzing thing, when he do that, I start crying. I had tears. And when my tears were dropping, that dirty rotten Nazi, you know what he said? It's because you smoke daily dope. Is what he said. That dirty German military Nazi who worked for Nazi Boris Pistorius, you know? That Christian military satanic Nazi. Huh? Christian democratic Nazis, Christian social union Nazis. So where's that fucking computer machine? Where's that dirty Nazi? Why is that Nazi rats, that Nazi group protected by the American government? I don't understand that. That Nazis, they should get executed by law. That military gain